Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV. I'm Clyde Whiting, and tonight we bring you rounds 13, 14, and 15 of the iTCR powered by Result Clothing, brought to you live from the weird but wonderful Short B circuit at Hockenheim. In the booth with me tonight, I have Mr. Bill Switzer. Good evening.
Good evening, Clyde and Sam. Good evening, everybody.
And on the wheels of steel and showing you all your pictures on your screen, including the slow motion Pete Bingham crashes, it's Sam Boozin.
Good evening, everybody.
Right, guys. So, rounds 13, 14, and 15. This brings us up to the halfway stage of the season. It's been fast and furious, frenetic. There's so many words you can use to describe it, but another F word it's been is fair, which has surprised a lot of us. What do you think we can expect tonight from this weird circuit, Bill?
I think we're going to have a little cozy driving around here, a little nudging here and there, but I think it's kind of a perfect setup for these cars. It should be really interesting, in my opinion.
A lot of these drivers are saying that the hairpin, especially when all the cars are together, is going to be a problem area. So it's up to them to sort that out. We spoke to a couple of the drivers in the interviews last time out, and a couple of them had, done a couple of test laps. But I think most of the drivers, when we asked them if they'd raced here before, they went, where? So I know there's been some practice sessions during the week, and the times are very competitive as usual. So this is, I think this one's going to be a good one, Sam.
You put me on the spot then.
I thought you might have been up for to make a coffee, so I was just trying to tell everybody in a polite way how unprofessional you are. But
well, I already have my coffee, everything set up. So yeah, I mean, track-wise, I don't know. I've never driven the Hockenheim Ring, the full version, but this one looks very interesting. It's pretty tight, especially we see Sam Blees just coming into this turn 2. I think that's gonna be outspot as well. I don't know if that's what you call the airpin though, because I don't really see any airpin in the track map. So what's the airpin?
Yeah, I think it's that little U-shaped part in the middle of the track where
right
it comes
there.
in.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's what some of the drivers are complaining about. Couple of new drivers this time out, Bill. So we've got Dan Mould, who used to run in the GT4 TCR League, had a bit of a sabbatical and then came back, and has now joined us in iTCR. And we've got a bit of a Jessica takeover. We've now got Jess Saban, who is in the league on your screens now. Unfortunately, Jess Myers has somehow broke her wrist. We're not going to go into any details on that one. But yeah, good to have two ladies on the grid, Bill.
Absolutely. It's no longer just a man sport. I mean, we have a lot of female competitors out there, and I'm sure there's a lot more in esports that we don't really know about, but it's good to have them here.
It certainly is, and we welcome more and more and more of them every time. So, quick recap. Last time out, race 1, the win was taken by Spencer McCarthy with Simon Trendle second, Sam Blees in third. Race 2, again, another win for Spencer McCarthy. Sam Blees in second and Jamie Wilson in third. And then in race 3, Jamie Wilson took away the win with Chris Shaw in second and Sam Blees in third. So for the standings, that means your current top 5 are Sam Blees on 1,000 points exactly. Simon Trendley second on 980. Spencer McCarthy is third on 923. Jamie Wilson fourth on 846. And Chris Shaw is fifth with 650. Into the team standings, we have Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing leading the way with Team Chimera second, BSTV Esports Pink in third, Fiercely Forward in fourth, and BSTV Esports Green in fifth. So, we say this every week, Bill. What are the chances of somebody winning all 3 races?
Very difficult, I would say. I suppose it's possible. Anything's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen, really. Especially with the reverse. I don't know, what is the reverse to do? Do we have any idea so far?
I do know the answer to that one, but I just can't be bothered to look at the
No, that's okay. That's okay. Well, it's usually 10 or 12 or something around there. And especially on a tight course like this, it's a tough, lot of ground to make up, so I kind of doubt it.
It's 11.
Well, see, that's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, that's most of the field.
Exactly, that's going to be very difficult.
Okay, let's have a look at qualifying then. We are just over 11 minutes into this 15-minute session. Dan Mould for Ignium Motorsport currently leads the way, with Sam Blees in second for Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing, and Wobbly Kneecaps for BSTV Esports Pink in third. Right, so where are the winners coming from? You would assume that pole position man has got the best chance in races 1 and 2, but then, like Bill says, big reverse for race 3. Or I don't know. So many drivers in this series, Bill, isn't there, that can take away a win?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Looking down that list right there, I'm going down to about 9 or 10 that really can take it, to be honest.
Yeah, I would actually go down to 11th at the moment.
How about 12th now?
The 12th now, yeah. 13th downwards, I'm not so sure at the moment. Just a reminder to the folks at home, series is sponsored. Our main title sponsor is Result Clothing. They've put up some fantastic prizes for the end of the season. We've also got some secondary sponsors in Hex Hill Chemicals, Team Chimera, and Chris Shaw Designs. 3 races tonight, fast and furious, one after the other. Race 1, the grid is decided on this qualifying session. Race 2, the grid is decided by the finishing order in race 1. And race 3 is decided by the finishing order in race 2 plus the reverse grid. So don't leave your screens because, like I said, the races come thick and fast.
It sounds vaguely familiar, like the Real Racing Series British Touring Cars, which is a very successful and exciting series.
It certainly is, and thoroughly enjoyed it again today. But I won't give any spoilers out in case people haven't watched it.
Must be really nice to be able to watch it. God.
You need to move, Bill, back to the motherland.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so we've got just over a minute left. Interestingly, Dan Mould is in the pits. He thinks he's done enough. But he's only 11/100ths of a second ahead of Sam Blees, who is going to try and beat his time now.
He's coming across the pavement now. Let's see if he gets him. No.
No. Wobbly kneecaps with a dramatic crash at the end there.
What an idiot.
Dan Mould is saying that his arms are dead. That doesn't bode well for 3 20-minute races, does it?
At That sounds like bull to me, but oh well.
So Jess Saban on the screen at the moment, currently in 14th place with a 107.92.
We just got a message from Stacy. She's not going to be able to be with us because she's in the Isle of Wight right now.
That's just no excuse.
How come she can't do a mobile from there?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there's our grid. Starting in first, we got Dan Mold from Ignium Motorsports. Second, Sam Blees, Alpenstars Geodesic Racing. Third is Wobbly Kneecaps, BSTV Esports Pink. Fourth, Simon Trindell, Team Chimera. Fifth, Spencer McCarthy, Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing. Sixth, Carl Hardy, Safeguard by Result. Seventh, Gary Craig, BSTV Esports Green. Eighth, we got Mark Draper, Work Guard by Result. Ninth, we got Chris Shaw, BSTV Esports Pink. 10th, Jamie Wilson, Team Chimera. 11th, Stefan Goebel, BTS Esports. 12th, Adam Wright, BSTV Esports Green. Pete Bingham, BSTV Esports Green. 14th, Jessica Saban. What's that say? OCM Race. I can't read that.
No, you was right the first time.
OCM Racing, sorry. And 15th is Sir Alan Toon from Result Clothing. 16th, Andrew Littler, Safeguard by Result.
Okay, so grid is forming. Thanks for that, Bill. So not only has Dan Mold got dead arms, he's also got bladder issues.
Oh, I can relate to that.
I'm not sure it's an old age issue with Dan, though. Okay, he's still waiting for 3 cars, one of which is Mr. Bingham. Luckily for Pete, there are no pit stops in this race.
I wish I didn't see the race last week. I've been hearing all the talk about his pit stop.
Okay, grid is formed. We wait for the lights.
I guess they don't want to put them on.
Can't find the button. Here we go. Lights are coming on. And we're green. Looks like a fairly good getaway by everybody. They're starting to master this car off the line. Maybe apart from whenever Alan Toon had some issues in the background. Car's jostling for position already. Ooh.
Well, Wobbly had got a little wobbly there.
Yeah. Look. Ooh. Chris Shaw. Ooh.
Baby.
That's Chris Shaw and Carl Pies Hardy. Yeah, Wobbly looked like he was being turned by Spencer McCarthy, who then hit him again to straighten him up.
Yeah, 5 points for Spencer for trying the move. 10 more if you crush him.
And that pass on Spencer there by Wobbly Kneecaps looked a bit too easy. I think that was a redress of position.
Gary Craig trying to get up alongside of Spencer. And who's that? Is that
Was you see
Jamie
Sam
Wilson.
Blees? Yeah, Sam Blees putting the pressure on Dan Mold, but he's overcooked his entry. That's going to get Simon Trendle interested.
Oh yeah.
Just for your information, then we will have the correct paint on race 2.
Okay. Okay, so these 20-minute races, it's a bit difficult for these drivers because they need to show patience, but they need to get it done as well, Bill.
Yeah, it's kind of an oxymoron calling it passive aggressive. I don't know how you do that, but that's what you got to do.
A good little battle here for fifth position. No, for fourth position. Wobbly Kneecap, Spencer McCarthy, Gary Craig, and Jamie Wilson, who is already up 3 positions from his, I'm going to say, fairly poor qualifying for his standards.
Yeah, when I was reading the grid, I was really surprised to see him back that far. But he's really gotten very. Say quality driving in this TCR car. I mean, he won the 3rd race last week.
He certainly did.
At Clyde's home track there, Snetterton. Whoa, a little smoke there, a little lockup.
Battle for the lead is on now. Throw a blanket over him.
Yeah, that's a good battle.
And listening to Paul O'Neill on the touring car commentaries today, it did make me giggle. He's got a new phrase for when there's a pass with contact. It's called a braille pass.
That's funny. That's funny.
So 4 minutes in. Little bit of a breakaway from the top 3.
Sam was trying to make Dan Mold nervous that time. Sticking his nose in there. Well, he's really good through the corner, Sam Blues. Look at that. Wow. We're on board with Sam Blees right behind Dan Mold. I believe they're coming into turn, the last turn. Nope, not quite. Yep. Okay, we're looking out the back. I believe it's Simon Trendle in 3rd place. I don't know whether he's biding his time, waiting for something to happen, but he best get going. We're about halfway through, a little more than halfway through the race. No, I'm sorry, 1/4 of the way through, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know if Simon is just maybe hanging back a little bit. Sam Blees looks very feisty.
Yep, here we go.
He's going to back out of it. He's going to have to redress that position.
That's a hell of a nice recovery, too.
That's an awkward position to be in. He's desperately trying to redress the position, but try and keep Simon Trendle behind him, and that's brought 4th and 5th into it. Wobbly Kneecaps and Spencer McCarthy.
Look at that! Wow. I was wondering how he's going to do that without letting them by.
It was an optimistic move at best from Sam.
Yeah.
But all's well that ends well. We just have a replay here. It's a dive from a long way back.
Yeah.
Dan Mold did leave the door open.
Yep.
I don't think he was quite close enough to try that.
Yeah, if he had been up on his rear wing there, he could have probably got by him.
Can Gary Craig get himself on the back of this battle as well? Can he drag Jamie Wilson with him?
That would be something. They're not that far away.
And there's Mark Draper as well.
Yeah, Mark Draper is Jamie Wilson's shadow right now.
Oh, was it Bingham or is it? No, it's Adam Wright. Quite see the start of that, but here we go.
He's right
Trying to put pressure on Stefan.
Oh, here we
Goes
go.
for the move,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
just
yeah.
just overcooked it. And then got smashed by his teammate.
I guess Pete decided Adam was in the way.
I think Pete just can't see green.
Boy, I'll tell you, Sam Blees is really aggressive right now. Now he has been from the drop of the flag, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah, championship leader. He's not up there for no reason at all, is
That's
he?
right.
So
Yep. That's very true.
Simon Trendle is currently 6 points behind him. There's 5 points between position up the top there. Plus you get bonus points for things like pole position and fastest lap. Plus you lose points for every incident point you get. So it's not quite as black and white as it seems.
No. I think Sam Blees is actually a little quicker than Dan Mold. I think if he gets by him, he's going to be gone.
Well, Simon Trendle behind him wants some side-by-side action in front again. Very wide there by Dan.
Yeah.
So Jamie Wilson up 3 places. Pete Bingham up 3 places. Jess Saban up 3 places. And Andrew Littler up 3 places.
All right, good for them. What's happened to Chris Shaw? Holy mackerel.
Well, he was in that accident, wasn't he, with Carl Hardy?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Whoa, baby.
Gary Craig is inching towards this front pack. We're exactly halfway through.
Oh, wobbly looking. Look at this. Ooh. Defensive. I don't know if it's going to work out for him. He's way outside. Gary Craig's caught him.
Yeah, as we always say, catching is one thing.
Yep.
Now the hard part.
Whoa!
Oh, that was. I'd like to see that again.
It looked like he took a shortcut there.
Oh,
I think Spencer McCarthy went through the other portion of the track there.
Typical touring car racing.
Yep.
Not good enough for 5 points, though.
I think if there isn't a gap, Spencer will make one.
You know, with tight conditions like this, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you got to do a little bump and run. I mean, I don't think anything too aggressive, but sometimes you have to do that stuff to get by. Typical dumb American talking, right, about the racing I'm used to.
Well, no, I agree with you, Bill. In a series like this, you know, it is going to be rough. You don't want drivers smashing into people and spinning them around and bump and runs and things like that. But you know, if there's half a gap with these short races and the talent on this grid, the drivers are going to go for it.
Yep.
You know, and as a driver, you know, in front of somebody like Spencer McCarthy or anybody else on the grid, you're going to have to expect that sort of thing.
Yep. Totally agree.
And interestingly, you know, most of these drivers drive in our TCR GT4 league, where the racing is totally different. You know, it's an hour-long race. There's very rarely any contact, but the racing is still close. It just shows that these sprint races, you know, they bring that out in drivers, and as long as it's fair, it's fine. So, I believe that's Alan Toon in front. So, this could give a little shuffle up the front. Sam Blease is hopefully thinking that he may be able to use Sir Alan as a pick.
Pulled out a little distance there.
Whoa! Oh, you know who that is. And an apology from Pete.
Just a chance to try out slow motion?
No, he's just out of control. Does the right thing, redresses the position, but also loses 2 positions. And that's currently made Jess Saban our biggest mover, up 5 places to 9th.
Yeah, good on her.
So, staying out of trouble, doing what needs to be done.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at this.
Whoa!
Ooh, that's Mark Draper. What happened there? He's apologised to Jamie. So Jamie is involved in that as well somewhere.
Here it is.
It's down to that hairpin again. Throwing it down the inside and not getting it stopped.
There's Jamie coming through the cones, okay. Back at it. God, those guys are close. Wow. Whoa, Simon Trendle snuck through there.
He certainly did. That was a good move.
Excellent, excellent.
What happened to Sam? Because
it's like he went way out wide. I don't know
yeah,
why. But
he lost 2 positions, didn't he? That's taking him off the podium at the moment. With 3.5 minutes to go.
Spencer's having a problem seeing that Chimera car ahead of them. Boy, are they close. Look at that. Wow. What a great battle.
Well, a faultless drive from Dan Mould at the moment. He's soaking up all the pressure like a sponge. mouldy sponge.
Oof.
Now, how badly does Sam Blees want that last podium position?
Take a blue on blue move there, though. Coming up on 2 minutes left.
Sir Alan Toon just called Pete Bingham lad, which I found rather funny.
Ooh.
Oh, is this going to give Spencer a
McCarthy
run?
looking inside.
Next one's a right. He's in position.
A little lagging a little bit.
No. Oh, there was looked like a lot of net code to me.
Yeah.
Seems to be having a lot of that recently. Look out, Wobbly's on the
Whoa.
charge.
This, holy cow. Whoa.
Oh,
Wow, what a move. Wow, that was
amazing. Is he going to hold it? There's a lot of right-hand turns there. Left next.
Boy, what spirited racing. Unreal.
They're going to be coming round to start the final lap.
How could you not like that? Unreal. I'm sure these guys are loving it too. God, it's got to be great.
So, final lap, guys.
Fly swatter swinging there at the start-finish line. Wobbly's getting a little
look
crazy.
like they're clear. Ooh, I think it was a little nudge there.
Wobbly backed off a little bit, though. That's good. Look at Gary Craig coming on there.
Gary Craig is trying to tell Sam Blees that Wobbly's on 14 incidents, so he can hit him and he'll get disqualified. Okay, so looks like Dan Mould is going to start with a 100% record. One start, one win.
Wow.
Spencer McCarthy's going to come home second, and Simon Trendle in third.
Wow.
Sam Blees comes home fourth. Wobbly Kneecaps in fifth. Gary Craig in sixth. Jamie Wilson in seventh.
Was this Mark Draper coming? Or that was
Mark
a run to the finish. Ooh.
Yeah. Mark Draper finishes eighth. Jess Saban in ninth. Adam Wright 10th. Pete Bingham 11th. Stefan Goebel 12th. Andrew Littler is going to finish 13th. Alan Toon 14th. Carl Hardy 15th. And Chris Shaw will finish in 16th position. So don't go...
Pete
What?
In 11th.
Yeah.
Ha.
Wrong race.
Ha.
Oh,
It's a shame it's not race 2, because that would have
11
been
swap.
super fun.
Yeah, that's right. Wrong race,
Yeah.
Pete.
Don't go anywhere, folks, because the second race will be coming very, very soon.
That was terrific. Okay, here's our lineup for the second race, our grid. Dan Mould starting in first place, Spencer McCarthy in second, Simon Trendle third, Sam Blees fourth, Wobbly Kneecaps fifth, Gary Craig sixth, Jamie Wilson seventh, Mark Draper eighth, Jessica Saban ninth, Adam Wright 10th, Pete Bingham 11th, Stefan Goebel 12th. There we go. 13th is Andrew Littler. 14th, Sir Alan Toon. 15th, Carl Hardy. And 16th, Chris Shaw.
Okay, so we are waiting for the cars to grid. Drivers do get a little bit of a rest before race 3 because there is a 5-minute warm-up session just for Dan Mould's weak bladder.
I shouldn't laugh. I got the same problem. Wow, that was a terrific race. I tell you, that was amazing.
Evening to Dan Mould, Ryan Walker on the chat, and we've also got a Sam B. That's not you, is it, Sam?
No.
Whoever it is, they are a Jess Saban fan.
I don't blame you. She did a good job in that first race. With all the maniacs out there, she avoided a lot of problems. That was good for her.
Yeah, so Chris Shaw and Carl Hardy will want to score some points from the back in this race. All the cars are on the grid. We wait for the lights. There we go. Sam B is a teammate of Jess's at OCM. And
okay.
Lights are coming on. Evening to Tony Turbo and Alan Brown. And we green. Good start by Dan Mould.
Yep, he jumps out on the defensive side, comes across.
A lot of wobbly weaving. Gary Craig looking to go up the inside of wobbly. Ooh, was that a touch from Simon Trendle?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
It's going to end in tears.
3 wide. Oh! Whoa!
Oh, it's got my eyes.
How the heck did they all fit through there? Holy mackerel. Must be large application of KY jelly on the side of those cars. Holy mackerel.
Yes. So that was a bit of how to commentate with your eyes shut.
Gary Craig made a hell of a runner. Oh, he's getting past now. Darn it. Sorry, I can't show favoritism, but he made a heck of a start.
Thing.
Okay, at the end of the first lap, we got Dan Mould in first, Simon Trendle second, Spencer McCarthy third, Gary Craig fourth, and Sam Blees in fifth. Jamie Wilson looks like he's putting a move on. No, that's not Jamie Wilson. Yes, no. Who's that?
No.
Oh,
Jamie Wilson is under pressure from Pete Bingham.
Get out of here.
It's probably something I've never ever said before.
Yeah,
And probably won't ever say again.
I think Jimmy had a slowdown at the second to last or last corner. He had to let almost half the field go through on the front stretch, and then, you know, just making back his position on Pete. That's it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I couldn't understand why he fell way back there. God.
Well, Pete has got a new rig, so he's a professional now. As we see from his attempted overtake on Stefan Goebel in race 1.
Gary Craig still going at it with Sam Blees. Wow. And here comes Wobbly. He's going to mess everything up now. Here he comes.
It's the pink Terminator.
You got blue gloves and yellow driving suit. Huh, interesting. I'm going to call them United Nation Motors. Good Lord. Cross country.
think Jess managed to find the rallycross track that isn't part of this package. So top two, healthy gap. Dan Mould, Simon Trendle. The action is all back here.
Wow. Pete, what the heck are you doing? Whoa! He's moving all the cones over.
Yeah, he's on the short A circuit. And my Audi has got a sat nav in it. I'm sure Pete's has. He's obviously got it set up wrong.
Jamie Wilson closing in on Stefan Goebel. I'm sorry, Stefan.
Yeah, Chris Shaw up 7 places from the back of the grid to 9th. And Carl Hardy up 2 to 13th.
Jamie
Wilson, yeah.
Yep, making a move at the first move.
Carl Hardy.
Whoa!
Oh! Carl Hardy was like, thanks for opening that door, Jamie. I'm coming through there. Oh, no, I'm not coming through there. Yes, I've got it done now.
Here comes Pete, too.
Alan Toon and Andrew Littler.
Littler, yep.
Sir Alan snaking on the brakes.
These guys are way out in front, huh?
Fairly spread out, isn't it? At the moment, the top bunch, until you get back to this battle. So stable mates, but not teammates. And where has that first 6 minutes of this race gone?
Wow. And I think Mark Draper's probably feeling a little nervous being all these colorful cars in between all of them here.
Yeah, he's in a proper BSTV Esports sandwich there, isn't he?
No doubt, no doubt.
2 in front, 2 behind. Whoa!
Whoa!
That's...
Uh-oh.
Is that the Bingham? No, it's Gary Craig.
Oh,
What happened to Gary Craig?
I don't know.
Side by side with the pink Terminator.
Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh.
There's a bit of a disconnection there.
Oh, jeez. I wonder if that's what happened to him. Huh.
Yeah, screen freeze from Gary.
Ah, it's too bad. Jeez, I hate that. I wanted to blame Wobbly for hitting him. Darn it.
Well, it's still Wobbly's fault, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He used voodoo.
Yeah, he had like a little lead shield so Gary couldn't get his signal.
And Pete's need to get one place before we love.
Gary Craig is in the pits.
Yeah,
like
he looked
he's
like he
out.
had a lot of damage, didn't he?
He's out. It said out, now he's in the pits again. That's a shame. He was doing really well here.
I think Simon Trendle is slowly closing the gap on Dan Mould.
Really? Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, Sir Alan Toon facing in the wrong direction.
He decided to do a couple circles, too. Huh. Here's a replay of it.
I think he's got some brake bias issues because he tends to do a lot of snaking under heavy braking.
On the screen is Jessica Saban.
Yeah, what has Jess done?
It's got Jamie Wilson behind.
Oh no, nothing. We're back live. Jamie Wilson trying to fight his way back through the field after that slowdown.
Booth to Jamie, don't advance too much. You're in 10th place. That'll put you at the front of the grid in the third race.
Carl Pies Hardy currently sitting in pole position for the reverse grid.
Maybe he knows something, huh? Now the racers do not know the number of switched or swap, do they?
They do, yes.
They do.
It has to be set up with the session.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it last time out that wobbly kneecaps was on for the reverse grid pole and slowed down to make Pete bigger?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
And it all went downhill from there.
Gary Craig's back on track.
So halfway through race 2.
And Jamie finally gets by Jessica Saban. Whoa, she gave him a little love tap there.
She gave him a shot there.
Yes, she did. Remember that the next time you try to pass me. How's that? Mark Draper looking inside Wobbly's that Wobbly moves over.
Shaw still the biggest mover, up 8 places to 8th.
He's right behind Adam Wright, who's behind Mark Draper there. Here, just past 11 minutes into the race. We got Dan Mold still in first, Simon Trendle second, Spencer McCarthy's third, Sam Blees is fourth, and Wobbly Kneecap trying to hold on to fifth with 3 people that want it right behind him.
It's still slightly closing up at the front. There's less than a second now between first and second and third.
Huh.
And there you can see the visual gap.
That is close, you're right.
Okay, how did Pete get past? I think Carl was late on the brakes, weren't he? And took to the outside to avoid hitting Jess. And then Pete said, "Thank you very much."
I think Carl wants Pete to be in first place for the next one.
Adam Wright's really thinking about getting in front of Mark Draper if he can. He's really on him.
Captain Pugwash joins us on the chat.
Adam Wright went a little wide that time, made Chris Shaw very happy. And yep, Chris muscled his way by, moved into 7th place. That's another point. That's another place up for Chris Shaw.
Stefan Goebel getting interested in this battle as well now.
Yeah, he was in front of a couple of these guys. I think he's a little perturbed.
So don't forget the plan, guys. If Carl punts Pete, we have a temporary loss of signal and loss of broadcast. And then when we come back, we have no idea what happened.
Okay. But don't tell anybody.
So Mr. Ayres is on the chat. Said he just missed the start of the session due to various updates after his 2-week holiday. Nothing like being prepared.
Okay, David, we'll cut you some slack this time.
So this is the battle for the lead. Told you it was closing up.
It sure is.
5.5 minutes to go. So Simon Trendle taking points off of Sam Blees in this race. As we stand. Don't forget it can all change. Interestingly, Sam is in sort of no man's land, isn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of out there by himself, isn't he? Yeah. And like you mentioned, Simon Trendle, Spencer McCarthy obviously is not out of it yet. He's right on the back of him. Kind of stabilized now. It's just that gap is about the same, isn't it, from first to second?
Yeah, and if Spencer, obviously, we say it every time, but if Spencer now starts putting a lot of pressure onto Simon, that's going to let Dan disappear into the distance.
True. Yeah, right now he's worried about defense more than offense. Stefan Goebel's gotten by Carl Hardy. Moved back into 12th place. Whoa! Very wide for Mark Draper.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Whoa!
That was like, oh, there's no road.
Yeah, you didn't want to get an off track there. Zip! Carl's trying to fight back on Stefan Goebel, Carl Hardy. The battle for 12th place. It's really nice. No matter where you are, you generally have a battle out here. That's kind of nice, actually.
Yeah, and I think obviously that's what all the drivers enjoy.
Oh, yeah. That's what I hated about V8 racing. I was so bad at it, I'd get so far behind, I felt like I was in first place because there's nobody around.
Mark Draper trying everything to get past wobbly kneecaps. Spencer McCarthy doing the same on Simon Trendle. Under 2 minutes to go. I think we'll have one more lap after this one.
Ooh, he's going to the outside. Ooh. Wow, that was a nice move. I think he's going to get him.
So,
Wow, well done.
Thought Spencer was going to have a go back
Yeah,
down
me
there.
too. That was a nice move. I'm not sure if Simon saw him going around the outside on that one corner there, kind of lulled him to sleep or something. I don't know what the heck happened there. Mark Draper's got to be getting off track every time he goes way out there.
Carl Hardy wants that position back from Stefan Goebel.
He definitely does.
Leaders are on the final lap. Ooh.
Whoa! Wow. Guess who's in 11th place? Yeah, it's not over yet.
Pit stop Pete. So front three seem to have sorted themselves out now, with only a couple of corners left. And Mulder's going to come round and take his second win of the evening.
Wow.
Spencer McCarthy in second, Simon Trendle in third, Sam Blease is going to come home fourth.
Looks like Wobbly Kneecap's going to be fifth. Mark Draper sixth, and Chris Shaw in seventh.
Yeah, Adam Wright comes home eighth, Jamie Wilson ninth, and Jess Saban in 10th. Pete Bingham 11th and Carl Hardy 12th.
And here comes Andrew Littler through the, what do they call this, the arena area.
Yeah, Stefan Goebel home in 13th. Andrew's going to come home 14th. Sir Alan Toon 15th. And Gary Craig with his screen freeze is going to come home in 16th position.
All right. So now, as Clyde mentioned, they get a 5-minute warm-up break.
It gives us a chance to get our breath back as well.
Certainly does. They've been 2 interesting races so far. And I think this little circuit that's been picked has worked out pretty well for these cars.
Yeah, it certainly has, hasn't it? It's given some action, not too much incident. So yeah, another good choice of track, I think.
Yeah, I do too. I think it worked out really well. Not a big fan of Hockenheim, but this little B section track for this type of race seems perfect.
Oh, Dan Mould is hurting. Never mind his bladder problems. Rob Venn has said Poleman Pete. So, there's the burning question then, Bill. Dan Mould is going to start 11th. Are we going to see somebody take all 3 races in one evening?
I don't believe so, no. I think this time it's going to be one of the geodesic guys, I believe.
Yeah. Mm.
Could be Simon Trundle, too. Okay, there's the race 2 results. Dan Molden first, Spencer McCarthy second. Simon Trundle third, Sam Blees fourth. Wobbly Kneecap fifth. Mark Draper sixth. Chris Shaw seventh. Adam Wright eighth. Jamie Wilson in ninth. Jessica Saban in 10th. Pete Bingham in 11th. Carl Hardy 12th. Stefan Goebel 13th. Andrew Littler 14th. Sir Alan Toon 15th. And Gary Craig 16th.
So, how about Jamie Wilson for another race 3 win?
Very possibly.
So, Wobbly has said he was backing Mark up into Chris and Adam since Sam was 3 seconds clear. And Pete has managed to get pole position without Wobbly's help this time. What could possibly go wrong?
And of course, right now he's cutting buttons, let me tell you.
Well, he'll be sat in his new rig with his unicorn race suit on. Knowing Pete, he's probably got a helmet on as well.
Yeah, and his shoulder harness is cinched up tight.
Yeah, let's hope his crotch straps around his man garden are nice and tight.
Oh, Pete's out practicing too.
Oh, interesting.
I'll try.
So Wobbly says that Pete has confirmed his unicorn race suit, and Rob then reckons Pete is looking for an off track and a slowdown on the first corner.
You know, Rob Ben, for the first year or so that he was in any of our leagues, he was like Mr. Quiet. Now all of a sudden he's come out of his shell, you know?
Okay, that's the 5 minute over.
Looks like the weather conditions changed all of a sudden, too.
Yeah, looks a bit warmer, doesn't it? Cars are starting to grid.
Okay, and our grid for round 15. Pete Bingham starts in first place. Jessica Saban in second place. Jamie Wilson third. Adam Wright from fourth. Chris Shaw fifth. Mark Draper sixth. Wobbly Kneecap from seventh. Sam Blees eighth. Simon Trundle ninth. Spencer McCarthy 10th. Dan Mold 11th. Carl Hardy from 12th. Stefan Goebel from 13th. Andrew Littler 14th. Sir Alan Toon 15th. And Gary Craig in 16th.
Okay, nearly all the cars are on the grid.
Got an onboard with Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, just to have a better view on Pete or start or crash at turn 1. Just gonna be fun.
Boy, you're thinking ahead, huh, cameraman? Yep.
Always.
Hey, we're still waiting on Simon Trendle in 9th place. There he is. So we've got Pete covered from all angles. Lights are coming on. Lights are off, and we're green.
Pete's got a pretty good start.
Actually, a good start.
Who's that coming up
Pete.
through the middle there? Who was that?
That's Adam Wright.
Wow.
Jamie Wilson into second.
Adam Wright had a heck of a start. Wow.
Oh, Dan Mold's off.
Oh, goodness.
Carl Hardy is getting in contact with Gary Craig. Didn't see what happened to Dan Mold, just see him disappearing down the grass in the background.
And he was pushing a cone when he came back on track, so I don't know where the heck he went. Here, replay.
I think there was a bit of a touch there, maybe. Bit of door banging.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was incidental, though. Incidental.
And Joachim on the chat is saying he loves the pronunciation of the name of Car 21. It sounds like the commentator is calling him Wobbly Kneecaps. We are indeed. We have no idea how to say his name properly,
Whoa.
so we have renamed him to Wobbly Kneecaps.
Wow. Did you see that one? Holy. Here's another replay. Stefan Goebel and Andrew Littler.
Oh, he just got up a bit too much on the curb, didn't he?
And he stopped to let
Sort
him
of
go.
Threw him out wide. Oh, 3 wide, boys.
Oh.
Stop it.
Oh!
That was not good.
That was Simon Trundle. That hurt.
And he's just blown up.
Yep. That was a real bad one.
Race 3, boys. That was like pinball, that was.
Ah, that's a shame. Oof, boy.
Simon was in the wrong place at the wrong time there, wasn't he?
Sure was. That's too bad.
So, Pete is still in the lead.
We're on lap 3, and we got Jamie Wilson right behind Pete in second place, and Adam Wright in third. Chris Shaw just got passed by Jessica Saban, I think.
Yeah, Jess up into 4th.
Good for her. Wow, nice move.
I'll say up into 4th. She's actually down into 4th because she started 2nd, but she's still running well. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pressure cooker Pete. He's got a couple of rights now, so he should be all right. But is that Adam Wright having a... Oh!
Nice recovery by Jamie Wilson. Wow. Wow.
Adam Wright protected his teammate. Just to Sam B on the chat, this is probably going to be the commentator's curse from hell. But I think the way that Jess manages to stay out of trouble, I think if she sticks around, she's going to get some good results.
Definitely. It's a nice little grouping right there. Oh, Jess is a little off track. Just comes back on.
Yeah, she's fighting, and she's fighting with the big boys.
Yep.
She's got Chris Shaw, Spencer McCarthy, Wobbly Kneecaps, and Sam Blees behind her at the moment.
4 pretty tough customers right there. Nice move by Spencer McCarthy. Wow, a nice little pass down the inside. It's not done yet, but
yeah, another one for Sam B on the chat. If you're Jess's teammate, why are you not racing? This is what Jess wants. These 4 behind are fighting.
oh yeah. Well, Spencer McCarthy's kind of cleared himself of that hornet's nest for a minute.
So Sam B's saying that they... apologies, Sam. I don't know if you're a he or a she. You never know with Sam. But they drive LMP1 and IndyCar.
Holy cow, really?
Get some practice in the TCR.
Must feel like a baby carriage compared to those things. God. Pete Bingham still in the lead. Wow.
Yeah, 6 minutes in. He has got a rear gunner in Adam Wright. Gary Craig making a move on Stefan Goebel.
All right. Spencer McCarthy on the inside of Jessica Saban. Looks like he's got her cleared this time. Put up a good fight. Uh-oh. That Mark Draper?
Yeah, don't quite know what happened, but he's quit the session. Oh, just went in too hot.
He says, okay, I've had enough fun. Nah, that's enough of that. Pete's pulled out a little bit of a lead over Adam Wright and Jamie Wilson. Trying to get back around Adam Wright, but Adam's playing about as wide as a Buick right now.
So as it stands...
Whoa! Jeez.
12 and a half minutes between me and retirement.
Retirement? From what?
You still can right click and give a penalty to Pete. If that's what you're talking about.
I couldn't carry on commentating if Pete wins. We would never, ever hear the last of it.
We're not even halfway yet. Come on. Lot can happen.
I will be in my 90s in a retirement home somewhere, and Pete will still be reminding me of it.
If there's any aspiring TCR drivers out there that want to have some fun, this is the league to be in. I'm telling you, these guys are having a blast out there doing this stuff. It's kind of a fun league. There's no pressure here. Come on. You certainly can develop your driving skills as well, your racecraft.
You certainly need some sort of ninja skills, don't you, in this series?
Oh, yeah. And you can't wear your heart.
Oh, here we go. Spencer McCarthy, that's tight.
Whoa!
I'm not sure there was contact there before Adam already started to go.
Wow, look at that. That's unbelievable.
Oh,
no. Oh, that hurt those two guys. Ah, that's a shame.
I fear for Pete now. Retirement could be on hold with 10 minutes to go. Wobbly is trying to talk everybody to death.
Dan Mold has worked his way up to 7th place. He's behind Jessica Saban. Looks like trying to put a move on her.
He was
Going
pretty
into
much
turn
dead
one.
last, wasn't he?
Yep.
Rob Venner said that Sam is waiting to press the slow-mo button. He's almost on him. Under 9 minutes to go. Oh! Then Mold's about to get swamped.
Jeez. Coming through. Oh, Pete can hear the pitter-patter of little tires behind him right now. Uh-oh.
Game on. Pete's got a fairly beat-up rear end. Obviously not the first time we've said that.
You're talking about the car, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
No,
Not his last visit to the doctors.
He didn't get his spanking today, Sam, no.
Okay, we're ready with the broadcast cutout button, just in case Spencer sends Pete into orbit.
I've got the mouse on the slow-mo button. Just so you know.
Oh.
Wow! Pete!
Well held, sir. That's all I can say to that.
Wow!
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to blame Pete yet. Did he squeeze him?
It looked like he was, yeah. Whoa, nice cutback. Wow. Nice job by Adam Wright.
He's getting better, isn't he, in this car?
Oh my goodness, that was great. I mean, it didn't.
Right, here we go. So Spencer goes down the outside. Yeah, Pete come across.
Look at that.
He did well there. He could have ended up in that tyre wall.
A freaking missile going across there. What the God? Here it is again.
Yeah, Spencer's got nowhere to go. At that point, you think this is going to hurt.
It's like the Joey Chitwood thrill show here.
Yeah, he got it under control.
Yeah, he really did a good job.
He's now under severe pressure from Jamie Wilson. Probably a bit forceful going through there.
I would say so, yeah.
But first 3 races for Jess, it's a learning curve. I'm sure she'll be giving as good as she gets next time out.
Well, so far we can tell that she's not timid about this, that's for sure.
Certainly not. So 5 minutes to go. This is looking iffy for P. Oh, is he going to lose 2 positions? No, he's hanging on. Well done.
Absolutely.
Still on the podium.
Looks like the body panel's ready to fall off this car.
And please wants that
Whoa,
third step
wide,
on the podium again.
Four minutes to go. Whoa, Jess, get back on track. There you go. Oh,
Mistake from Chris.
a little too deep, yeah. Dan Mold up into 7th behind, who's he behind?
We wobbly kneecaps in
Wobbly,
front of him.
Yep.
Pete still hanging on to 3rd place.
He's doing pretty well.
3 minutes to go.
Like he's closing in on his deal too.
Oh, that's a done deal.
Uh-oh. Go! You might be okay. Wow. Yeah, I think you're right, he's had it.
He's hanging tough.
He really is. Great respect by those 2 guys, really.
David Ayres on the chat saying, I bet Pete is sweating under his tiara. Oh, hello.
Oh, Pitts!
Hello. Drive through, maybe?
Maybe. Wow.
That puts Pete back up onto the podium.
Great break for Pete right there.
Going to be one more lap after this one.
Okay, Pete, hang tough. Come on, don't let him by.
Okay, final lap, race 3.
Wobbly putting the move on Adam Wright.
Oh! Like to see an overhead of that one.
No, Adam, you didn't twitch him off or anything. Oh, this is funny.
Didn't see a thing.
We've had an interruption in our broadcast.
Yeah,
We're back. Okay.
50 points for Adam, though. But we saw nothing.
That was something else. That was funny.
So Spencer McCarthy is going to come and take the win on race 3.
Well done. Hats off to Jamie Wilson, second place.
And pit stop Pete in 3rd.
Amazing. Good job, Pete. Well done, matey. Dan Mold came home. Adam Wright in 4th. Dan Mold came back to 5th. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, Chris Shaw in 6th and Jess Saban in 7th.
Carl Hardy 8th. Gary Craig 9th. Stefan Goebel 10th. Sam Blees 11th.
And we've got Andrew Littler is going to finish 12th, Sir Alan Toon 13th, Wobbly Kneecaps 14th, Mark Draper 15th, and Simon Trendle 16th.
Well, needless to say, that was a little dicey.
Just a little bit. But that was race 3. We're sort of used to a little bit more carnage than normal in race 3, but still good fun.
Even when you're in BSTV Esports team, you're fair game, brother.
Most certainly are. Yes, indeed.
Okay, our official results are Spencer McCarthy, Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing in 1st place. Jamie Wilson, Team Chimera 2nd. Pete Pitstop Bingham in 3rd for BSTV Esports Green. Adam Wright 4th, BSTV Esports Green. 5th, Dan Mold, Ignium Motorsport. 6th, Chris Shaw, BSTV Esports Pink. 7th, Jessica Saban for OCM Racing. Well done for her first appearance here. 8th, Carl Hardy for Safeguard by Results. 9th, Gary Craig. Good job coming from the tail end of the field back up to 9th, BSTV Esports Green. 10th, Stefan Goebel, BTS Esports. Sam Blees, Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing, had to do a pit stop because of too many incidents. 12th, Andrew Littler, Safeguard by Result. 15th, Wobbly Kneecap with a little escapade into the wall on the last lap, BSTV Esports Pink. 16th, Sir Alan Toon, Result Clothing. 16th, Mark Draper, Work Guard by Result. And Simon Trendle ended up in a crash, unfortunately, finished 16th for Team Chimera.
Yeah, another great performance from all the drivers as we now reach the halfway stage of the season. I don't know. Where do we start to sum that one up?
Another great weekend, really. 3 terrific races, a lot of action, close racing, groups of cars. I don't know. I don't think you can have much more fun than that, to be honest.
Yeah, some really, really good overtaking on a very can be tight, twisty, difficult to overtake. We see some forceful overtakes. We see a couple that were iffy at best. But, some absolutely fantastic driving by everybody out there, Bill.
Definitely. Absolutely, for sure. I totally agree. It was really, it looked a lot of fun, to be honest. I don't think there's too many hurt feelings out there, to be honest. It happens in those kind of races when you get the short end. But the next race it could be different. So, but it was a great battles all the way around today.
Yeah, certainly was. So let's just have a look, see if we've got anybody ready for an interview yet. Yes, we have. Who should we go for? I'll tell you what, let's bring in Mr. Pitstop Pete first, because he's usually in the interview waiting room, and we usually go to him last, and by then he's got bored or his bladder's exploded and he's disappeared. So, Pete, I will presume that you'd like to skip over race 1 and 2 and talk about race 3.
Yeah, I was desperately trying to get out of 11th place because I didn't want to be on pole and I couldn't catch Jessica. So, yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, race 1 and 2 I can probably forget about, although I did all right. My new rig's broken my spine in a number of places, so there's a lot of things to change. But yeah, race 3 was just crazy. There's some ridiculous sends going on, and I'm pretty sure I got moved out of my first place, like properly moved.
Before saying things like that live on air, you really need to watch the replay.
What, did I squeeze him, did I?
You did, yes.
Oh, right, okay, then fair enough. In that case, yeah.
It was really well done though, Pete. I'll tell you.
I'm amazed that I managed to save it, but yeah.
Wow.
In that case, apologies to Spencer for squashing him, I guess.
You went through turn 1 like a rocket ship. Holy cow, sideways. Wow.
I thought, this is it. This is how my car's going to die this time.
It was brilliant. I have to tell you, it really was.
We did actually think, we thought you was going to die, but ended up being a hell of a save. And then Jamie Wilson got past you. Was you then at that point watching the podium disappear?
Well, I was watching Sam closing at about 1,000 miles an hour, thinking, how on earth is he going to make this corner? And he kind of did. And then there was, I think I drove, give him a 0x into one of the corners. Then he just peeled off into the pits. So I'm guessing he got a penalty for too many incidents. And after that, I looked behind me and I thought, well, if I can stay with Jamie, I might just survive this. And I did.
So you did, yeah. And a first podium, I believe, of the series?
Probably of my life. It's really hard to tell. I don't know. I think I came second once behind Foggy in a race, and Johnny Brandon told me that he was on no setup at all or something like that, and tried to make me feel bad for it. So, it's been a good result. It was fun, even if it was. There's nowhere to go on the track. Honestly, overtaking is very, very difficult without a send or something like a nudge. It's just, you feel like there's nowhere to stop and take a breath. It's honestly just hectic.
Donington next time out. I know it's a track that you enjoy, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of other drivers on the grid that enjoy that track.
There's no pit stops needed, is there?
We might just throw one in just for that round.
Right, okay. In that case, I'm ruined.
Before we let you go, Pete, any shout-outs you want to give?
Keep it brief. All right. To Result for sponsoring the league, to Hexiel for sponsoring the race, to BSTV because we're amazing, and to Gary because he's a great teammate. Thanks.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on your podium, and we'll see you next time out.
Brilliant job, Pete. Well done, matey.
All right, let's flush him before he starts again. Let's bring in next Mr. Jamie Wilson. Welcome to the booth.
Hello, this might be ill-advised.
Ooh. Go on then.
No, I won't comment in this channel along those lines.
Okay, so go
on. Something annoying set of circumstances. Keeps happening. Getting tired of it. Anyway, move on.
I'm sure you will sort it out. So I commented at the start that you seem to qualify out of position. Is that a fair comment, or was you just struggling with this track?
Bit of column A, bit of column B on that one. I'm not a great qualifier, generally speaking. But on top of that, Simon and I both didn't really get a rhythm around here. It's a I actually really enjoy the track personally. Pretty sure that's not a view shared by many, but I really enjoy just driving it. It's difficult to really nail a rhythm around here, and it's especially during qualifying.
Yeah, but that first race you managed to make up 3 positions, come into a respectable 7th. 9th in race 2, and then obviously helped out by the reverse grid. At any point in time, did you think Pete Bingham was going to win that race?
Yes, because
no,
not of his own volition. Hang on. So Adam got through, somewhat forcefully, but fine. I could deal with that from Adam. And he obviously went into protect his teammate mode, it seemed. So, which was very well done because it worked to a point. And then it's a bit of a blur now, to be honest. But as soon as then there's a bit of a gap. He was doing a really good job protecting, but that wasn't really sustainable because we had the likes of Spencer and others on the way. So there was a point where I got separated a bit from them. And that's the point at which I thought Pete might win this because Adams helped him out. And then Spence came up and flashed his lights at him. So that's how you can change Pete's mentality.
Yeah, well, 10 minutes to go, Pete winning. I was all ready for retirement because I just couldn't handle it anymore. But ultimately, you got yourself up into 2nd place. Decent points for the team. Shame about Simon because he was doing, even though you said he couldn't really get a rhythm, he was doing pretty well round here. Donington next week, mate. Donington National. So without what everybody calls the boring bit, track that you enjoy.
Yeah, very much so. Of course, we just did it on Wednesday. I didn't realise that was the national version. I thought it was a GP one. But it should be good. The chicane there is a particular challenge, especially in a field like this, as we've seen. So, looking forward to it. It's a track that Simon and I both really enjoy and have done for years. So, yeah.
Yeah, we saw a lot of 3 wide action tonight. 3 wide into the chicane at Donington. It isn't going to work, is it?
Well, no. And if you count a geodesic car or 2 in there, I'm pretty sure their number isn't 1 as a multiplier of width. So.
Okay, let's leave it on that note, shall we? Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yep, Simon. I know he's annoyed with race 3. And on other matters, but it was still a good team effort. We're really struggling to catch these geodesic boys, and there's a difference of rules of engagement that we need to perhaps look at. So hopefully we'll be able to turn that around. Okay,
so. We will see you next time out. Congratulations on your podium in race 3, Jamie Wilson.
Yep, see you later, guys.
Right, I'm going to leave Spencer till last because he was a race winner. So next we're going to drag in the Pink Terminator, Wobbly Kneecaps. Welcome to the booth.
Hey, what's up?
Hello. So, your races tonight, you seem to have fairly decent pace with a couple of 5th positions, and we don't actually know what happened with you and Adam because the broadcast blanked out and we didn't see a thing.
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff happens, and I don't want to complain about Adam, but I told Pete that I wanted to be in the booth just to complain about Adam. So
but on the whole, how did you find this this weird and wonderful circuit?
It was really fun. It was really close. It was elbows out all the way. I think I owe Jessica an apology for bumping her off on the left in the first corner. So hereby, sorry for that. And I mean, I was messing the whole time with Sam and Spencer, and I really had fun. I mean, to be fair, it was one of the more memorable races I had because it was just so tight and so close, and me backing Mark up in the second race, it was great fun. I could advise anyone to just drive this track with this car in this league, and it is a blast.
And yeah, race 3, you was trying to talk people to death.
Yeah, it was. I was even trying in Discord. I was asking Pete to speed up, to slow down, and then he said, "I'm not first anymore." I was like, "Oh, then speed up," you know. No, it was fun. I was just trying to get past Pies, and but yeah, Pies is just too fast. Car.
Excellent. And lastly, Donington Park next time out. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, really looking forward to Donington. It's the best track I've ever driven, and yeah, good memories there, good times.
Excellent. So, any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Shout out to you, y'all, Sam for the camera work, Bill for the barbecue, and Clyde for us being Clyde. Again, amazing broadcast. Pete for becoming second. We don't say that I said that. It's just our little secret. And the other guys in Discord and the other drivers, which Sam and Spencer, I had fun with them. And obviously, I forgot a couple.
You know, Wobbly, you're crazy. You know that, don't you?
I did send it too hard a couple of times.
Jesus.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us in the booth, and we'll see you next time out.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Okay, finally, let's bring in our race 3 winner, Spencer McCarthy. Welcome to the booth.
Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Just looking at your results tonight, fella. 2 second places and a win. You must be happy with that.
I'm pretty happy. I am pretty happy. It was really hard work, and I'm probably going to have to go and wash all of my clothes, probably on 2 cycles. There was a lot of sweat involved in that. That was
just send them to Pete, mate. He loves doing washing and stuff like that.
Brilliant. Yeah. Maybe. If he's got a laundry company, getting through nice and quick. But yeah, no, that was.
He'll fold it really nicely
mental
for you too.
Oh, thanks. And with an iron, thanks.
I was just looking at your qualifying, and obviously you qualified 5th, but still managed to bag some really, really big points in these races. I'm guessing it was a track that, although sweaty, you enjoyed and got into a rhythm.
Yeah, first time I did this track was in Project Cars. Mustn't say that. Quite a long time ago, and quite like the track. So when it came out in iRacing, it was quite a bit of a fun sort of novelty to get back on here again. To be honest, it's proper, really Mickey Mouse, and one of those tracks that it is really hard to overtake. But a lot of my overtakes came later in the race. I mean, I think early on, I misjudged the braking going into T2, and I hit wobbly, so I wanted to let him back through again, which then gave me a bit of a scrap. Got back past him and then caught the leaders again, and then it was just a case of once the tyres started going off a bit, I could feel that I had a bit more traction coming up some of the corners, and I was getting a decent run out the corners. It was just really trying to make the person in front drive, a defensive line, and then trying to get then an opening the next corner. To plan a move around here, you're doing it for like 3 or 4 corners, I think, to get that overlap, and then go from there. It was hard work, but it was a bit touring car. Maybe there was definitely some contact, which no one ever likes. But I think hopefully, on review, it's fair enough.
Well, yeah. Didn't see anything. Well, what we see on the screen, we didn't see anything too naughty.
Yep.
Obviously, at this point, I have to say other sims are available. So let's talk about race 3. Pit stop Pete away in the front. At one point, he had his teammate behind him, then Jamie Wilson, and you've got to try and find a way through. Was you confident, or was you just hoping for the best at that point?
Well, yeah, and I think in the last race you go into it with no confidence at all. You just say, right, I'm going to take the inside here, inside there, just try and stay out of trouble. But actually going into T2, I think we were 3 wide. Dan was on the outside. I had one car, I think, on the inside, and another one maybe trying to send it. So I didn't really know what was going on, really. I know Dan on the outside, I got a nudge on the inside, which I think ricocheted through my car into Dan, and Dan ended up going straight on. And I then, all of a sudden, I had no one on my inside, and I could turn in. So I don't really know. 100. I'm going to have to review that one. But and then it was just a case of once you get, a few laps under your belt and a bit into a rhythm, then it's like, right, so what's going on? Who's ahead? And at that point, I didn't even think, where am I going to be? Am I going to be up the front at some point? And then when I saw Pete there, don't tell him, and I don't think he watches the broadcast, but I kind of had a bit of a smile on my face, thinking he might be holding these guys up. So that kind of gave me that little spur to sort of push. And I got Adam and Jamie, I think, just coming out of T2. They kind of had a little bit of a touch with each other. And then I got a run on both of them, and they had the inside for the next chicane. So yeah, it was a bit of 2 and 1. That was nice. And then get my head down for Pete.
Excellent. So, like I say, big haul of points for yourself and the team tonight. Donington Park next time out. Is that a track you enjoy?
Yeah. I like Donington. I haven't done any officials this week, I must admit. I might try and squeeze one in tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, no, I like the track. It's good. Yeah. Hopefully do well.
Excellent. Right. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
No, I'm tired of shout outs. I've done a few. I don't know. I don't know anyone else anymore. I've gone through all my friends, all 2 of them.
That's it.
That's fine. Yeah.
He's done. He's not giving anybody any credit anymore. That's it.
Yeah, that's down to one friend now. So, congratulations on your 3 really good results tonight, and you're winning race 3, Spencer McCarthy.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Okay, guys, so that is the interviews over. It's time for me to put you guys on the spot for your driver of the evening. I'm going to go first tonight. And for me, it was a fairly easy choice tonight. 2 second places and a win. My vote's going to Spencer McCarthy. Bill.
Jeez. You picked how can you not pick him? He had a great night. That's tough to do in 3 races, get that kind of haul. I have to agree. I give him, he's my driver of the race as well.
Okay. And Sam, your driver of the evening.
Pete.
Oh, God, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I know, but
It's Stacey that gives him the sympathy vote, not you.
come on, for once.
He did a great job. You're right,
Yeah,
Sam.
he did a great job in race 3, to be honest. And even in the 2 first ones, 11, it's his place. And, he did a pretty good job. So, for once, I'm going to give him a vote.
Okay, so just a quick tot up of the scores. Spencer McCarthy leads the way on 4 votes. Jamie Wilson in second with 3. And then a tie for third on 2 votes. Simon Trendle, Jess Myers, and Stefan Goebel. So, fantastic night racing, guys. As we said, Donington Park next time out. Always enjoy the racing round there. Big thanks to Result Clothing for being our primary sponsor, to Chris Shaw Designs, Team Chimera, and Hexil Chemicals for their support in the series. Don't forget to drop this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, and also make sure you follow us on Facebook. That way you'll never miss any of the action again. Also, big thank you to everybody on the chat, to all the drivers for making this such an exciting series, to Bill and Sam for joining me in the booth. I shall say goodnight, let the guys say goodnight, and then we shall close the broadcast. So, good night, everybody. See you next time.
Good night, everybody. Looking forward to Donington with these guys. That ought to be interesting. And you all have a good week. Thanks for coming by.
And good night, everybody.